Okay, here we are, February 27th, somewhere in Bay Village, Ohio. I'm sitting by the lake. It's completely frozen over, so bear with me as I get to a spot that I can stand. Oh, it's pretty slippery. There's going to be a moment where all this ice is going to start cracking. You'll be able to hear it. It's so cool. I'll probably go right here. All right. This is good old Lake Erie. This is the most beautiful lake, in my opinion. I grew up here, so I have my preference, my opinion. Um, cool little thing. My name is Macklin, which roughly translated from Irish/Scottish descent. Mac meaning son of, Lynn meaning lake. So my name is close to son of the lake. I think that's pretty cool since I was born around here. Uh, but yeah, I have a mixtape called Son of the Lake. I produce it myself. I love it, but also it totally sucks. It's pretty rough. I was still learning. I was still early on in the process. It has some good moments, but for the most part, it's not very good. And that's okay. I like the writing on it. I think one of the best things I wrote in there is where heaven and horizon collide, I walk the line, level-headed in the center with one foot on either side. And what that means is kind of I'm really focused on this earthly being as well as, what's on the other side and how it relates to what I do here. And that's like a big motivating factor for what I do. I'm really always focused on the lifespan of myself and where what I'm doing now fits into the rest of the story later on. It's pretty important to me to always be focused on like my big down the road goals. While also, of course, having the small stuff that I'm focused on right now, but it's always building that bigger story, that lifelong thing um, that it keeps me centered, keeps me moving on the same path the whole time. I have a lot of things like that I really work towards. I know that I really want to make some fantastic music. I know I want to make some fantastic movies in my life. I want to work with some of the best people. Best people meaning people with the greatest stories, because those people are so easy to work with. The stories speak for themselves, um, and you don't have to try that hard to show off how cool those people are. Um, One thing I've been doing a lot of lately that's led me to some pretty awesome people. I've been doing a ton of yoga, and one of the things I wrote about yoga is that I found it to be a process of becoming my pain before my pain becomes me. I have a really bad shoulder injury, and I remember back in college, I was playing baseball, and that was the only thing I could talk about, just how bad my shoulder hurt. But I really, through doing a bunch of yoga, I found a way to dig into that pain and not allow it to overtake my mind. And my mind is now overtaking that pain. It has made such a difference. And like I said, it's led me to some really, really great people who are kind of more aligned with what I'm looking to do. My main source of income is photography, and I found so many people um, that are yogis, will say, that are interested, like they need photography right now, and it's so great. I was struggling, not struggling, but I just wasn't getting the same amount of jobs. Being your own boss is kind of hard sometimes. You have to go find stuff, and no one's just handing these things out. So just kind of being a part of this community, there's been a really great connection base, and so many people have asked or needed it or put us together, me and a client, and it's been great. I'm really, really happy about it. Really proud of the things I've made so far, and I'll be sharing those soon. But it's it's been good. I just did yoga with this girl yesterday. I really like this girl. She's really great. Um, she's definitely a superstar at yoga too. But I could tell she was off. I've done yoga with her before, and she's always on the ball. Yesterday was a weird class. I didn't really love it, but she was off, and I could tell right away. And after the class, I asked her if she was having like a persistent thought that was bothering her, and that she should not continue to think about that persistent thought. And I kind of agree with that. Persistent thoughts are tough. They really bother a lot of people. I've had them. They're annoying. Um, but I felt like I shouldn't tell her what to do with her thoughts. So that made me write that I can't tell you what to do with your thoughts, and I don't want to do that. I just know how I deal with my issues and what I do to get rid of them. And I can only ever advise someone, but unsolicited advice, it's no good. If they didn't ask for it, they're not gonna take it to heart the same way. They're not gonna take it to heart the same way as they would if they were asking for it. Um, so that made me think about other people's thoughts and feelings and how I can't control anyone. And I appreciate that. I don't want to do that. I always want to offer the help. I always want to offer a sounding board or I said in my own thoughts, I'm like a mirror. I've seen so much, and looking into my struggles, I can always, relate something or give some sort of advice. I'm really proud of that. I love that ability to tie two and two together to kind of help you come up with a solution. Um, but it works a lot better when I know the person and I know, I've been around them and I can sense their emotions and how they're feeling. Um, so yeah, it was a bummer to see her feeling like that. I think she's on a better route today, feeling a little bit better. But other than that, I can also say I really love doing this. It's really cool. It gets me out of the house. I love speaking in the microphone. I love going to beautiful places like this. Um, I've had some cool thoughts about what I want to do and where I want to take it next. Um, yeah, I want to give a shout out to Minds.com. I'm doing a lot of this stuff, posting it on that website. It's pretty cool. It's a decentralized social network. I really do believe in privacy. I think that's an important thing for my life. I think more people should consider that, especially in the age of information and how quickly we can access something about someone else. It's going to be an issue in the future, just with all the data that's going around. Hopefully, we can kind of get things under control and keep ourselves as private citizens and enjoy what it means to be not necessarily alone, but an individual. So, yeah, let's keep going. Love you. Bye.